Alright, hey guys, I'm just here to just give some quick advice to everyone. Just talk to y'all a little bit about what's gonna happen when the film drops. And I know about the leaks. I'm aware about the leaks. And all I gotta say is, I mean, I don't care, and you know, neither should you. But if you're a person that likes piracy and you like leaks and these kinds of stuff, maybe you can, go after it. But as far as I know, it was a I mean, from what I've heard, it is a mistake, and it's highly likely that it was not intended. So mistakes can happen, but I mean, of course, it is a mistake of the most anticipated film of the year, so there's going to be a little bit of controversy. And if it's not a mistake, I'm pretty sure there's going to be quite a bit of investigation going on at Warner Brothers. And since all of this is under, the statement was given by Warner Media, saying that it was taken down. So, Warner Brothers, HBO Max, Warner Media, they're all in the same circle. Warner Media is what's managing all of these little guys. And I'm pretty sure that they may have some internal corporate sabotage, but I don't really want to get too much into that because I don't really have the evidence and I can only speculate. And, um, you know, I don't want to speculate things without much of a lead. If I have a lead, then probably I can. Like for example, I know for a fact the reason they want Justice League and all to be more lighthearted is so they can sell it to kids. That's pretty obvious. So stuff like that. Anyway, so my advice today to you guys is quite straightforward. Remember when the 2017 Justice League dropped? Yeah, the Justice League, right? So when it dropped, there was a lot of mixed reviews, but majority of the critics at the time actually gave it quite a bit of positive reviews. Some of them see it's a vast improvement on the lumbering BVS. It's the most fun I had in movies all year. I mean, where do these people come from? Fast pace, eyes always moving story forward, leaves the impression that we can finally rest easy that the future DCU movies will at least be okay. Oh boy, it's teamwork that saves the day. I mean, some of these guys are just brutally honest, don't rule out the possibilities, and it's all collection of missed opportunities and all these kinds of stuff. But yeah, it's a mixed bag of reviews, but the number of positive reviews can be quite scary actually, to know that all these people thought the film was good. And mind you, um, don't have this herd mentality where everyone has to, in order not to get any backlash, which is what happened in Endgame, Avengers Endgame. I reviewed the film negatively, but I was very afraid to review it negatively because everyone is saying the film is good, but I saw all the flaws in the film, and only later on people came up and spoke about it, and a lot of people were relieved to see my review because they felt the film was also not that good. And I mean, I'm going to repeat that again. Avengers Infinity War is a good film, but not Avengers Endgame. That I just, it was such a messy film full of plot holes. And yes, it may be the highest grossing film of all time, but that's the truth. And of course, you can have the things that you like, but as I said before, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be good. So even in IMDb, back then, it had a lot of positive reviews, and possibly because a lot of younger audiences got to see this film. And they believe that the critics hated it and the fans love it. But let me tell you, some, like not necessarily licensed film critics, but there are a lot of people who wrote their own articles and stuff like that, and they actually said that it's a great film. And remember this guy? I think we all know this guy. This guy is, with all due respect, a very big YouTuber. I'm pretty sure everyone knows him. He makes a lot of film reviews, and yeah, I mean, sure, he does his thing, and he actually said that he absolutely enjoyed the Justice League, and he found it a very good film, very refreshing film. And I'm pretty sure a few years down the road, he actually changed his perception and his review completely after realizing what. what actually happened, which was he was probably drawn into this herd mentality, and he gave the review that he thought would lighten up the mood and make it seem like everything was fine. uh, IGN gave a 7 for this film. Remember that, guys. Never forget. The same IGN that is now pumping out Justice League interviews and discussions and talking about how much it is an improvement from what has happened before, how much it is important to get Snyder's vision complete. They rated this film a 7.0. I'm not sure if they actually watched the film. To, I mean, what on earth? Yeah, and then this guy as well, also another quite a famous YouTuber. Um, these guys, mind you, I can't touch them. They're leagues ahead of me. But this guy said he absolutely loved it. He absolutely loved the Justice League. And there's also this guy. So yeah, these guys. I think they gave like a 6 or 7. No, no, actually they gave an 8. What is it? What is it?
Superman fighting each other. Didn't really hit that because it does have to see Wonder Woman after it. Good. I love it. I love it. So 9 out of 10 from Nick.
So yeah, they're giving 9 out of 10s, 8 out of 10s, 7 out of 10s. That's something like what they were firing out. I mean, seriously, guys, did you ever think about it at the time that that will be a really bad idea? You know, and you see, your of course your opinions can change over the years, and I absolutely understand that. I absolutely do. But but these are the people that shut off those who actually said the film was bad at the time. Because their voices were big enough to silence those who actually knew this film was terrible, who knew the mistakes that had happened, and who knew, you know, uh, what the problems really were. And because of them, everyone had to just say, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah." Otherwise, they'll be afraid of, they were afraid of backlash. And the same goes for so many other films out there. So all I gotta say to you is, give your honest review, and be very thoughtful of it. And with all due respect, if any of these people that I've mentioned, because you all know them, if any of them actually thought that that was their honest review at that time, and they actually thought that it was, one of the greatest films they watched, 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 9 out of 10, honestly, if they really thought that to be true, then I apologize, because maybe that was your opinion at that time. You honestly thought that was the truth. But what I'm worried is that they didn't properly watch the film. They didn't properly take their time to understand what was good and what was bad. They were not truly honest with the review because they were also just going with the flow. And we don't want that to happen. So when this Justice League comes out, you know, try to avoid all these spoilers and leaks, and you don't have to be that, the villain in all of this. Just get a licensed copy of the film, be it HBO Max, HBO Go. You wait for the Blu-ray. Doesn't matter. Just wait for it, watch it, and give an honest review. All right, by yourself, and properly watch the film before you give the review. One thing I am proud of to say is that I believe all the films that I've reviewed, I can stick to them in terms of the scores that I've given. Uh, Maybe there's a difference of 1 or 2 points. I think one, to be honest. Maybe there's a 1 point difference in the reviews, but a 9 out of 10 for this. Just an example though. There are people out there who constantly said that this the Snyder Cut doesn't exist, it's never going to happen, and all these kinds of things. And we all know what happened to them, right? We all know. Let me show you my man here, Film Gob. I love this guy. This guy always dishes out some of the best videos, and turned out to be quite a big fan of him. And this is one of my favorite videos. If you guys have not watched this, I absolutely recommend you to watch this because it's hilarious. And it's true because a lot of these people, they they just follow the herd mentality. They just say what everyone is saying just to get the attention, and they don't think about the fact that either they don't really have the knowledge, they don't have the facts, they don't have the proof, and they don't do their research. They just get it out there because they just want another thing for people to click on. And eventually it turns out wrong down the years, and they gotta regret it. And I mean, I'm not sure how these guys are doing. I mean, there's no ill notion behind what I'm saying. I just hope they didn't get that bad of a backlash from the fandom when they were actually wrong. It's okay to be wrong, you know. It's okay to be wrong. Just don't be so stuck up about it. That's all I gotta say. All right, guys. That's it. It's just a little bit of advice for you guys. So go out there, watch the film. I hope you enjoy it, and yeah, take care. Stay alive. Right? We are living in an amazing time where we get to see Thanos followed by Darkseid, two of the pinnacle of supervillains in Marvel and DC. All right, and we also are getting to see some of the greatest superheroes on the big screen. Be grateful, watch the film, analyze it for what it is, and I mean, honestly, be honest. Adios, guys.